So in today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys how I got this pretty fall time look. I mean, it looks like it could be like a Christmas type look because it's green and red, but we're not gonna say nothing about that. Anyways, I'm just doing like kind of a chit chat get ready with me, using some new products that I just got, and yeah, just doing a makeup video. I don't know, no, just kidding. But so if you guys want to see how I got this look, then just keep on watching. Okay. Alright, so jumping right into the video, I've already done my brows and primed my eyelids. For my brows, sorry, I'm getting over a cold. If I sniffle, my bad. But I used the Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow Pomade in the shade Ebony. And to prime my eyelids, I've used the Makeup Revolution Concealer in the shade C10. So there's a technique out right now that a lot of people use that I have never personally tried because I don't know. Anyways, so when you prime your eyelids with a concealer, you don't set it with powders. Normally I would, just so that all the shades blend out really easy over top. But with this technique, it's supposed to just really help the eyeshadow colors pop and make them look more vibrant. Jumping into the eyeshadow, today I'm going to be using the 35M palette. Looks like this. So pretty, such a nice fall palette. Doing an eye makeup look inspired by the YouTube artist. Her name is Makeup by A. Marie. Alright. But she did this really pretty like green to like orange. I'll have to just show you guys. But I'm gonna be taking these two green shades here. This is called Stroke of Luck and Express Yourself. These two green colors right here. I'm gonna be mixing those and then just popping that color. Okay, so I'm also trying another new technique where I don't windshield wiper the color. You kind of just want to press, oh, that's pretty. You just want to press the color in and get it to like the pigment that you want. And then take another like little smaller brush and blend it out. So I'm going to be trying that. Wow, this color. And I'm not gonna take it all the way across my eye, just about a little bit, just like halfway. And this is the Morphe E17 brush that I'm using. So once you got the color packed on, what I'm gonna do is just like lightly do little circular motions just to try to blend that color out. And then sometimes I'll take an even smaller brush. This is the Morphe E36, you see? These are more dense, like blending brushes compared to like something like this. It's a little more fluffy and not as dense. I like using these because the denser the brush, the more color it packs on, I feel like. And these brushes have been really nice with blending out eyeshadows. To bring your eyeshadow up this far. I just like to, because of the way that my eyelids are like so extremely folded, that when I cut my crease, I want to make sure that I'm able to still see the green color. But so far, that's a really nice color. I hope it's picking up on camera the way it is like in person. And then you want to do the same thing, just push the eyeshadow in. So I'm gonna take a little bit of that orange shade. Can you guys see it? Because I can't really see what I wanted to. So take a little bit of this orange. And that's called Fired Up. And I'm just gonna start packing it alongside this green shade. Okay. I'm just lightly buffing these two colors together, and what I can see from my mirror, they're blending pretty well together. Just the orange color is looking like, when I blend it out, I think it's kind of like picking up, if you can see, but other than that, the color is really pretty. Because you kind of just want to pack the color on if you do see that it's pulling up, and then just not blend it too much. So I'm just gonna start packing the color on here. Not blend it too much. And what I do, I have a mirror in front of me, and then I have another mirror here. So when you're doing your eyeshadow, it may look good up front like this, but you want to make sure that you're looking, just to make sure that, or looking at your further away mirror, just to make sure that everything is blended how you want it. So then I'm going to take, I'm going to be using this palette only. So I'm going to take this shade called Red Carpet right here. And this is more of like a, kind of like a brick red color. And underneath the orange, I'm gonna pop a little bit. Just pop it right here. And taking that small, tiny blend brush, I'm just gonna go over the edges. And sometimes if you're feeling like you're having a hard time blending out a color, take a little bit of that same color on your little tiny blending brush and kind of just buff over it. Like I'm taking just a little bit, dab it off, and then where this harsh line is, I'm just gonna take it and kind of help blend out that line. If you can see, it's kind of blending in better now. See? And then taking a clean brush, another Morphe M433, just gonna lightly go over the edges of both of these colors. Again, you don't need to bring your eyeshadow this high. I just personally like the way it looks, because when I when I open my eyes, most of my lid, pretty much all my lid space is gone. So yeah. See how pretty that orange color is? Alright, so I'm just gonna do the same thing to the other side, and I will be right back. So now that I have those colors blended out kind of how I want it, I'm going to take this Makeup Revolution concealer that I use to prime my eyelids and put a little bit on the back of my hand. Okay, I can't find the one that I want, but I'm going to be using this Morphe brush that I got in like an eye set, and it's really thin. When you're cutting your crease, you want to use a little bit more of like a thinner brush. It makes it a lot easier so that you can be more precise. So alright, so what I'm gonna do is open my eyes and then place this right where like my hood of my eye is at. So right about there, and then once you got it cut how you want it. You want to take that extra concealer off that you have on your brush and just pat in, or kind of like slide to, just to get off the extra concealer that's on there. And then you want to pat in the edges of the or where the concealer and the eyeshadow meet, just so that it blends nicer and easier. I'm going to take this color called Pop Star here. It's like a green gold shimmer. And I'm going to pop that in the inner corner of both of my eyes. I'm going to take the color called, it's called Bright Eyes. It's this color right here. So you can see on the brush. Oh, that's pretty, but let's see. Sometimes if a shimmer isn't picking up on your brush how you like it, or like enough, I will usually just take my finger and put most of it down with my finger, and then if the color Conceited, this more burgundy color here, pinky burgundy color. I'm just gonna put that on the outer edge, right over here. Just gonna take my finger. Good. All right, and if you're ever not satisfied with like the edges, the way the edges of your eye makeup is looking, what you can do is take a really small pencil brush. I'm gonna use this BH Cosmetics number 10. You can see how small. And then take that same color that you have there and kind of just blend out the edges of the shimmer and the eyeshadow. So I'm gonna just take a little bit of this. And then it also kind of just deepens up the look, just so that there's like a little bit of a gradient. You can see it kind of cleans that up a little bit. And there's a little bit, if you can see a little bit more of a shadow. Go back in with that clean, or a brush with no color on it, and just blend out the edges. Now I'm going to throw on some lashes. The lashes I'm going to be using today is the... Okay, so far with the first look I've done with this palette, love it, recommend it. You can get it from Ulta. And then just do a light layer of mascara. The mascara I'm using is the L'Oreal Lash Paradise mascara, which is pretty comparable to the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara, just this one is like $20 cheaper. When you think you look good but you really don't. Okay, so the lashes I'm going to be using are the House of Lashes. These are called Iconic Lights. And I love using lashes that kind of have like that winged out effect, because your girl has some droopy ass eyes, and I feel like this helps them make a little bit more elongated and not as droopy as they really are. Okay, so lashes are on. What do you guys think so far? Okay, so for primer, I'm going to be using the Smashbox Primerizer. This is the Nars Sheer Glow foundation in the color Tahoe. Pretty soon I'm gonna use this Y6 brush from Morphe to kind of blend it out. And then to blend it in, I'll go in with my makeup sponge. You see how dewy that is? And when you're using a brush on dry skin, if you have not exfoliated your skin, you don't want to do too much of a buffing motion, because that'll really just emphasize the dry patches. What I've noticed, like with my skin, before I started like actually doing skincare, you kind of just want to like pack and then just like maybe do a little buffing, but more than anything, you want to just really pat it into the skin. Are my eyebrows far apart? Oh well, if they is. So what I do next after I have that all kind of like patted out, buffed out, whatever you want to call it, I'll take a damp beauty sponge and dab it all over my skin just to get rid of any excess foundation. Cause I love me a full coverage, but I don't like to look cakey full coverage. Y'all can see how much texture I have. When I first started doing makeup, like, I was so amazed at how all the beauty gurus like skin looks like fucking doll skin or baby skin. I was like, for one, how the bleep is that possible? And for two, when I started like following their tutorials and doing my own makeup, it was just not turning out the way it looked on their skin. So I was looking like, cause I was buying, you know, like the products. Why y'all didn't tell me that I was there? But I was, don't ever do this, but I was buying like products that they were using and I was looking a mess. So you really gotta like do your research and not just go out and buy what everybody is using or saying is good, because what's good for them may not be good for you, or what's good for me may not be good for you. So sometimes what I'll do, like for foundations, I'll go into the store, like try it out, get like a little sample or whatever, and if I like it with the sample that I get, then I'll go in and purchase it. But you want to make sure that you're finding products that are good for your skin type, because at first I was just going in, you know, buying whatever because I didn't know anything really. So I was just basing on my basing on my trust on their recommendations. And yeah, Urban Decay Born to Run. Oh Jesus fucking Christ, the Urban Decay, what? Okay, this is Too Faced. This is a Too Faced Born This Way multi-use sculpting concealer. Okay, this is in the shade Sand. I want the shade Warm Sand because it's like a little bit more yellow and a little bit darker than this one, but they didn't have Warm Sand and I was desperate to get my hands on this concealer, so this is the color that I bought, which is not terrible because it's more like a highlighting shade for me. But I want this same concealer just in the darker shade so that when I'm not wearing too much makeup and I don't want like a bright ass highlight, I can use that color instead of this color. Okay, so I just apply way too much fucking concealer under my eyes. Okay, so in the middle of filming me blending out my concealer, my battery was dying, and I ended up just finishing my face because I really cannot wait around because I gotta go get my baby. I miss him. I want to give him my kisses. But anyways, I will show you what products I use. So I just got this recently. It's called Dermablend Illuminating Banana Powder, and I normally use that Laura Mercier translucent powder, but this one it was recommended to me by an Ulta employee because your girl got dry skin and I was tired of using like the white translucent powder because I feel like it was making my face look real ghostly. And since she said that this, since it has like like light reflex in it. It kind of makes your skin look like not as dry and a little more like dewy a little bit. And for my under eyes, I mean, your girl got creases, I can't help that, but it doesn't look as dry as what it normally would if I use my Laura Mercier. So I really do like this. And if you're looking for a powder, translucent powder that's not white, and a banana powder, dry skin, girl, try this out. I'm sure you're gonna love it. Okay, so for my bronzer, what the so after I did that, I went in with some bronzer, and I used this palette. It's called California in a Box by Catrice, and I want to say it was like 14 or 15 bucks. And I mixed these two colors down here, and I got a little heavy-handed. I don't know if you could tell. Your girl got bronzer helmet. Nothing we can do about it, but I do recommend this palette. Just, it's not like, they need to make one that's a little bit darker for, of course, darker skin tones, but this, like, if you're my skin tone or maybe even a little bit darker, this will work for you. But even like real pale skin tones, I don't even think they could use this. But that's what I use for bronzer. And for highlight, I use this color here. What is this called? They don't have names, but the box is called California in a Box. So I use this here, and it looks okay. It doesn't look like extremely binding. It's more of like a that glow from within type of look. But for an everyday look, this would be really nice. And I do recommend this because it did blend out really nicely. Oh my god, I need to go. It did blend out really nice, and it's not like patchy or anything. And that highlighter actually is pretty good. It's actually what I use in my inner corners as well, and then also on my brow bone. Good. Eyeliner. I went in with the NYX. What is this? Slide on, glide on, stay on. What? I didn't know this is indefinitely a turn on waterproof extreme shine eyeliner. This is called Tropical Green. It's really pretty. It kind of looks a little bit more blue on my eyes than what it's like. That ain't. Oh, there we go. Ooh, so pretty. Alright. For lips, the NYX lip liner in the shade New Truffle, which is pretty close to my skin tone. Just gives a little bit of like definition to my lips. And then for the shade, I'm using the NYX Soft Matte Lip Cream in the shade Abu Dhabi. Like, why am I using so many NYX products? Their products, extremely affordable, well worth your money. But that's it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please like, subscribe, share for your girl. Come on. I know I haven't uploaded in a while, but I'm trying to make a schedule. Just being working full-time, being a full-time mom, I be so tired lately. Like, I don't even know. Like, when my son was a newborn, I was staying up way more, like, after he would fall asleep at night and, like, not be tired. But now that he's, like, older, he's about to be 2 in, like, 3 weeks. But I think now that he's older and, like, he's running us around the house, your girl is tired. But I want to start uploading more often. I want to try to do 2 videos a week. But I don't want to, like, promise that. If I can't deliver, then I'll feel bad, but I'm going to try my hardest. So yeah, that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.